Hi guys, please subscribe to this channel and like the video to support my project, and we are starting a new adventure. If you are in Krakow, be sure to take the time to go to Wieliczka and visit the salt mine. The salt mine in Wieliczka is one of the oldest rock salt deposits in Europe, which was developed from the 13th to the 20th centuries. In this video, we will walk around this amazing place. The emergence of salt deposits on the territory of modern Wieliczka originates in the distant Miocene, which began 23 million years ago. 6,000 years ago, the first salt miners lived on the site of the Wieliczka deposit, the Lendl culture. True that the extraction of salt in those days was carried out not by the development of the deposit, but by the methods of salt production. With the help of primitive devices, primitive people boiled salt from saline solutions. But the discovery of rock salt and attempt to extract it date back to the 13th century. The air in the mine is saturated with salt. The tourist route runs through the long corridors of the mine, which are reinforced with large wooden beams. These beams are so saturated with the salt that the tree is not in danger of rotting. Moreover, 90% of the surface of the mine is pure monolite salt. In the mine, you can see a large number of chambers and chapels. This is a chamber of Nicolaus Copernicus. The chamber was cut out in 1785 when the development of a huge salt block began at this place. The main attraction of the room is the statue of Copernicus carved in honor of the 500th anniversary of his birth. The sculptor depicted Copernicus holding a celestial body in his hand. And this is a Genovica camera. It tells us a legend about the Princess Kinga. It is believed that the founder of the mine was Queen Kinga in the 13th century. According to legend, the Hungarian Princess Kinga was betrothed to the Polish king Boleslav the Shy. On the night before leaving for a new country, Kinga had a dream in which high power suggested how the young queen would like the Polish subjects. In the morning, Kinga asked her father to give her salt mines as a dowry and trave her wedding ring into them. When having arrived in Poland, the delegation stopped for the night. Kinga ordered to dig the ground under their feet. The subjects were able to find in the indicated place not only the queen's wedding ring, but also a deposit of rock salt. In the place indicated by Kinga, the Wieliczka salt mines are located. Today, Queen Kinga is revered as the protector of salt miners and the founder of this industry in Poland. On the salt floor, you can often find rails. Along these rails, trolleys were pulled manually or with the help of horses. In the mine, there are exhibits that tell about the process of transporting salt. For many centuries, the miners themselves moved it between the tiers of the mine. Massive lumps of salt were hollowed out of the form of blocks that could be rolled. Smaller pieces and barrels were dragged with the help of special sledges. In the 17th century, they came up with the idea of laying borders on the ground, which simplifies the process of bringing salt to the surface. In the same 17th century, horses appeared in the mine. Animals were lowered down once and for life. Also, in the dark, the animals lost their sight. Chamber of Casimir the Great. It is said that Casimir the Great found a Poland made of wood and left it made of stone. A third of the income of the Polish treasure at that time came from salt mining. Casimir the Great regulated matters related to salt mining in the Krakow Saltworth Statute. On the occasion of the 600th anniversary of the publication of this document, a monument to Casimir the Great was made in the mine. And this is a mechanism for moving barrels of salt. And here are 7 salt gnomes with the spirit of the cave and the treasure keeper. The Chapel of the Holy Cross was built in gratitude for saving the mine from the outflow of groundwater in the middle of the 19th century. The figures of saints located in it are 200 years older. This is St. Kinga Chapel. The chapel is 101 meters below ground and was built by 3 miners. After they had completed their day's work, they came here to carve an entire chapel out of salt. The walls are decorated with carving reliefs. The altar is made completely of salt. Even the chandeliers have crystal strong on them that are carved from salt. In the back of the chapel, there is a life-size carving of St. John Paul II, who was born in a small town not far from Krakow. Chamber of Erasma Baroncha. He was director of salt mines in 1917-1918. This chamber is famous for the artificial salt lake. The depth of this lake is about 9 meters. There are also small souvenir shops and cafes in the mine. As early as the 16th century, the salt mine became a tourist attraction. Once Johann Wolfgang von Goethe visited the mine. This is reminiscent of his statue. And on the shore of this salty lake, you can listen to the music of Chopin. Joseph Pilsudski Chamber. There is another salt lake here. Previously, you could go boating through the tunnel here. But one day the boat capsized and all the tourists on the boat died. Since then, no boats have been sailing on the lake. Besides the salt mine tour, you can also visit the Salt Works Museum. The museum is a state cultural institution. It was established in 1951. Its mission is to protect and to popularize the rich history of salt mining in Poland. The museum exposition is located at a depth of 135 meters. Here you can see mining equipment and tools found in old quarries. Also, you can see the world-only collection of formal wooden drafters and forerunners of steam and electro machines. In addition, there are archives and library of the Saline, as well as a valuable collection of mountain maps were provided in the museum. Everything in this museum is somehow connected with the history of the mine. In 1966, during the celebration of the 1000th anniversary of the Polish state, the exhibition was opened for the general public. This is the largest underground museum in Europe, 7,481 meters square. It presents all aspects of the salt production and mining industry of the Krakow salt works. In the mine, there is also a health resort. That's all for today. I thank you for your attention. Please subscribe to my channel and like the video. And see you in the new interesting places.